Okay, so the Raptors get blown out by the worst team in the league. The night before, 2 nights ago, the whole internet is talking about how DeJounte Murray is standing over Jamal Shed, how the Raptors didn't do anything, how the Raptors look like punks. They had to read that on the internet, listen to that on the radio, watch that on ESPN, Raptors TV, NBA TV, TSN, Sportsnet, all the blogs. They listened, they heard, they definitely knew if everyone was talking about them for the last 24 hours, or how they look soft as hell. How Jamal Shed was lying on the ground, looking up in a kind of melancholy way as DeJounte Murray stood over him and called him a bitch on TV, and no one did anything. That got all the way back to Canada. It happened in New Orleans, but it was a big deal here. Nobody was feeling it in any shape or form. Me as well, as a longtime fan, from the day one fan. I didn't like what I saw. I had a bad taste in my mouth, and I was like, I don't like where this is going, and I really hope they do something the next game, whoever they play, which happened to be Phoenix, which brings us to the morning after Phoenix game 66. So with all that said about the Raptors, all eyes on them. They face Phoenix, who was on a 4-game running streak. They got Devin Booker. They got Jalen Green. Dylan Brooks, he was injured, didn't play. That's pretty much their team, to be quite frank. And the Raptors. Long story short, back and forth we go. The Raptors started pretty strong. Looked like they listened to all the stuff that was going on and was taking it to the cup pretty early. And just in general, Scotty wasn't feeling well. He was wearing a headband and a wristband, and he just kind of looked like someone that had the flu or somebody that was playing sick. But he was there, and he was, generally effective. He wasn't just out there wooing around. He was part of the game. They played well. Both teams played well. They went back and forth. The Suns, for the most part, were leading the game in the third and fourth quarter. They just had like a kind of 8 to 10 point cushion. I was like, man, the Raptors are not going to be able to get past this. Like, it's just, they can't get it. The Kings were the Suns were keeping them at 5 to 10 points away. And then around the 7-minute mark, when Brandon Ingram got back in the game, things just changed. He's magnetic. He had 36 points. He's just magnetic. 13 of 20. He gets the ball. He makes the right decision. He can either score mid-range, turning left, turning right, driving, crossing over, fading for a 3. He's got it all. On offense, Brandon Ingram's got it all. And if he gets triple team or double team, he passes it. The Raptors swing. Jacoby Walter gets an open 3. Manuel quickly gets an open 3 or a drive. Scotty takes a mid-range. When you give Brandon the ball, things just change. And we can't ignore RJ Barrett taking it to the rack almost every chance he gets. He's relentless. He feels like the only serious Raptor that actually reads what's going on and hears the outside noise and doesn't pretend he doesn't hear it, hears the criticism, and adjusts. RJ played amazing. We got to give him that. He's been playing a little bit off because of his knee injury and kind of trying to reiterate and stuff, but he played amazing against the Suns. He's the reason, in my opinion, we won. He just hit that big 3 that gave us the lead. We played amazing defense against Jalen Green. RJ doesn't get enough credit. He really doesn't. Let's read down the stats for this game because I just feel like it's important. I'm not a big stats guy all the time, but the Raptors got gut checked this game. They got punked in New Orleans. They came back home. For 24 hours, they had to hear about how soft they were. And they show signs of softness, but they also show signs of toughness, and I got to give credit where credit is due. And that's what I'm going to do right now. Brandon Ingram, who's played 64 of 65 games so far after not playing for like 2 years. 39 minutes tonight, 36 points, 13 of 20 from the field, 5 of 6 from 3, 5 of 7 from the line, 7 rebounds, 3 assists, plus 17. Brandon Ingram is a go-to guy. He's clutch. He's been playing terrible the last couple of games, but he really showed what he was tonight. And kind of want to be back over because I was a little bit salty when I didn't see him stand up for Jamal Shed last night. It just kind of rubbed me the wrong way in a way I wasn't expecting, but tonight showed me that Brandon Ingram is still that dude. RJ Barrett, our silent unsung hero, 35 minutes, 22 points, 9 of 16, 3 or 4 from the line, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, plus 9. RJ is like our glue. He'll either hit big shots, take the reins when nobody else wants to, play bully ball, pass, rebound, defend the hardest guy, try to be the leader. Even though talent-wise, he might not be the most talented player, RJ tries his best, and I really, really like RJ Barrett. Scotty Barnes, 4. 31 minutes, 14 points, 6 of 12, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal, 2 blocks, and one of the biggest blocks I've ever seen as a Raptor fan. Jalen Green going to the rim, cocked it back. Just when you thought the Raptors were making it back, Jalen Green breaks away and you think he's going to get this ridiculous dunk, but nope. Scotty Barnes swatted that shit away, gave it to Ingram, gave it back to Barnes, gave it to Barrett, who dunked it, and that's what really solidified this game. Scotty Barnes with one of the best blocks of the year. He might be Defensive Player of the Year. I'm not even joking. I know as Raptor fans, we like to hype people up and like, Scotty's the best, put him on. No, I'm saying that objectively, you're just a basketball fan. He is a legitimate one-on-one help defender. Any way you want to put it, that block was Raptor-wise top 10, and up in the NBA season, probably top 10 as well. That was one of the best blocks I've seen in a really long time, especially for a desperate team that needed a win. Let's keep moving. Jakob Poeltl, 21 minutes, 6 points, 3 of 5, 6 rebounds. I wouldn't say he's a non-factor, but he was kind of a non-factor this game. He was there, but it wasn't about Jakob Poeltl. Emmanuel Quickley, 38 minutes, 17 points, 7 of 16, 3 of 6 from 3. He played well. In the third quarter, I believe, or maybe it was the fourth, he hit 2 threes, couple layups, and quietly kept the Raptors in the game while the Suns were going on a run. There wasn't a big flashy, moments, but I noticed that he kept the Raptors in the game. He's slowly learning, even though he's probably a 6-man off the bench kind of player. He's really trying to learn and live up to his contract and be a decent starting point guard, a scorer, as well as a facilitator. I respect that about him. Let's get to Sandro Mamukelashvili. Yeah, I can pronounce that. 16 minutes, 9 points, 3 of 5. Kind of a non-factor. Jamison Battle, 9 minutes. And Jamal Shed, 25 minutes, 6 points. The bench didn't really do much. Jacoby Walter, 25 minutes, 12 points, 3 of 6, 3 of 5 from 3. Bench didn't really do it. It was more of so, to be clear, about Ingram, Barrett, Barnes showed that they are the leaders of this team. When they were questioned about who the leader is in New Orleans, when no one did anything, not even about the fight, just who's the leader? Who's going to do something? Like, who are we? Ingram showed he's the top scorer. He's the top gun. Scotty Barnes showed he's the defensive savant that's going to play all over the floor, whether his offense is going or not. That's what his role wants to be. He's going to guard everybody, everything, run around like a chicken with his head cut off in a good way with direction, and try to be a serious menace on defense, and play the mid-range game on offense. And RJ Barrett's just the glue. He does whatever Brandon's not doing, whatever Scotty's not doing, RJ will do it. He'll score, he'll play bully ball, he'll get to the line, he'll hit threes, he'll back off, he'll pass. RJ is just the glue of the team, and those 3 stepped up tonight, and I thought the Suns were going to win. Booker played decent, Fleming played decent, they played good. They were in the game for most of it. They were going to win the game. I thought this game was over, but the Raptors responded after all the pressure. They responded. They faced Detroit, who's a very physical team. Isaiah Stewart, need I say more? If we can handle DeJounte Murray, I hope we are ready to deal with Isaiah Stewart when he does some wild stuff tomorrow, and we got to deal with it. Are we going to cower away, or are we going to, play and give it some type of serious effort? They're the number 1 team in the East. We're number 7 right now. We should be number 5. We were 5 most of the season. We slipped to number 7, but they're number 1. And they're a tough team in terms of the best team in the East playing wise, and physically they're a tough team. So we have a legitimate challenge ahead of us, but beating the Suns in a must win, like if you lose, people are going to get fired type of game. They won. They came from behind and they won. They played really hard and they got checked. Scotty Barnes got gut checked. Brandon Ingram got gut checked. Darko got gut checked. RJ Barrett got gut checked. And they responded with a win, with a good performance. So, to my pleasant surprise, maybe we're being a little too hard on the Raptors. I know they're in a learning season. They're in the second year of their rebuild. But they've been winning most of the season. To see them just eating L's and being punked, it was hard to watch, but they responded. I respect it. And they won. So, give credit where credit is due. So they cue the applause. Now, they face Detroit, game 66, and that's the best team in the East. We'll see how they fare. Hopefully Scotty will get over his little illness or injury or whatever's going on with him. And we get CMB back. And to me, this is the real test. Like, okay, you beat Phoenix when their back was against the wall, and if you lost that game, a lot of shit would have went down. You guys won. Credit where credit is due. Cool. Now, you're facing the best team in the league. The toughest team in the league, maybe. When your toughness is getting questioned currently. I want to see what happens. I want to see how the Raptors respond or act. I want to see it, because I don't know who's who. I don't know who the tough guy on the team is. I don't know who's going to stand up for anybody now. I didn't really question it before because they seem like such a tight-knit group. But now, after the DeJounte Murray thing, I'm sorry, I hate bringing it back to that, but I can't remember a time as a Raptor fan where anybody like clowned the Raptors like that in a non-basketball way. Like, yeah, LeBron clowned us, Kobe got 81 on us, I get all that type of stuff. But I mean, standing over somebody and like nobody doing anything, I don't remember that. I don't remember that type of energy. So I feel like for the rest of the season, I'm looking at the Raptors slightly sideways. And I wish that wasn't the case, but until they get that out of my mind, I'm just like, let's see how you do against the toughest team. I'm happy they're facing Detroit next. So we'll see how that goes. The Raptors stave off what would have been a catastrophic loss. And they hold the fan base. Okay, everybody feels decent. Like, all right, you guys got gut checked. Cool. Let's see how they do against Detroit. Game 66. This is Raptorland. Thank you for listening. Like, subscribe, all that stuff. Or I mean, don't. It's up to you. But I talk the real Raptor stuff. I don't care about stats. I'm just a fan documenting my favorite team. Come along for the ride.